Hi there, I'm Wendy Margolin. Thank you so much for joining this group if you are new, and if you've been around, thanks for watching. I want to let you know about the Instagram Reels challenge, 5-day challenge that's happening this week in this group, specifically for clinicians. So Reels, as you most likely know, are the TikTok version for Instagram. Now, if you're following other clinicians, which you likely are on Instagram, you are seeing many people use this format of content. And I'm sure that you have tried it as well. I'm not sure, but I know many of you have tried it as well. Now, if you haven't really checked it out too much, the Reels are a great opportunity to basically be like a 15 to 30 second commercial for your practice or healthcare business. And no, you don't have to dance and you don't have to do anything that makes you uncomfortable. In fact, you could just talk. And that quick video can be a reel. It can be as simple as that. It can get more sophisticated. You can do all kinds of fancy things to make it more interesting. But the format itself, if you just post a 30-second video as a reel instead of a video, the reel is going to go farther. So I really want to encourage you to try this out wherever your comfort zone is. If you are on Instagram, if you have a goal of reaching more people with Instagram, I want to encourage you to do this. Now, the reason I want you to try this 5-day challenge is that I'm creating it specifically for clinicians. So I'm going to be giving you examples of other people, physicians, therapists, OTs, PTs, whatever I find that I think is relevant, along the lines of 5 different ideas I have for Reels for this week. So I'm gonna give you 5 ideas. I'm gonna give you some song suggestions, some editing suggestions. I'm gonna give you instructions on how to do it. And we're all gonna do it all together. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You're gonna use hashtag clinicians get reels so that we can all find each other and follow each other. And I want you to bring it back to the group. If you have questions or if you want to share it, you can post a link. And this is going to be a lot of fun. So be sure you sign up. I am including the link here. So make sure you sign up so that you can get the emails, because in the emails, I'm going to be giving you more tips and also just the links to any videos that I think will help you. And also a lot of links to other people who have done an example of that kind of Reels to give you inspiration. So if you are new to Reels, keep watching. I'm going to share my screen and show you exactly how to make it. If you are experienced, I encourage you to stick around. This is still going to be for you because I'm going to be doing very easy Reels so that everyone can participate and get a lot out of it. But I'm also going to be giving you advanced tips that you can try for like more interesting transitions and some fun things like that to encourage you to try some new things. And even if it's not new to you, it's just fun to do things together as a group, especially if you work as a solo provider, you work for yourself, so it's fun to just have a little bit of a network, right? And do things together. So thanks for being here. And if you are experienced, I'll see you later. I hope you join. And if you are new to Reels, stick around. I'm going to share my screen. All right, here is how to make an Instagram reel. So you're gonna post on your image where it says your story and then click plus like you would to create a story. Then at the bottom it says post story, reels, or live. You're gonna click on reels, obviously. And let me just show you around. So in the top, you have audio. You can pick your audio there. If you saved audio in the future when you like a reel, or if you wanna make one of mine, you can just save that audio. You're gonna find it in there as well. So I'll show you that quickly. There you go. You see the saved at the top. And below that is 30 seconds or 15 seconds. You have both options. I like shorter reels. They tend to perform better for me. But if you have a lot to say, you might want to do a longer one. The 1x, this is the speed that the audio is going to play in. So if you want to get something just on beat, like a snap, or certain words where it's a voiceover, you can put it on 2x. It's going to go slower, and then it will go slower, and then when you actually post the reel, it will post at the regular speed. These are the effects. There are a lot of effects. Some of them are totally goofy, and some of them you could use in a professional capacity. I especially use this green screen because you could put something behind you, like a course or something that you, or books you like. I've done that before. There's all kinds of effects. These are, similar to Instagram effects. I typically don't do all of these. To me, some of them seem like very teenagey, and I'm a mom of teens, so I try to act my age. But that's just me. You should play around and do what you like. Okay, and then we have the timer. So this is important. Even if I'm using the whole length of the reel, I still use the timer because what happens is you get this little countdown when you set the timer. So let's say I wanted to use the whole 15 seconds. I would just put it on for that tiny bit. So it cuts off 0.2 seconds, which is fine. And then you have that timer. If you want to do multiple clips, so you'll just put this over to wherever you want the audio. It'll play while you do this, and then it will set the timer. So here we go. Let's do that. So what will happen is you can add multiple clips, and each time you set the timer to the amount of time that you want to film for. So you might film for the whole thing. You might film 5 times within 15 seconds. It depends on what you're creating. So now what you'll see is, and I'm actually going to be quiet so it doesn't record my voice, but normally you would be like doing whatever it is for your reel. You'll see I get this countdown. Okay, now you see why I did it quietly so it doesn't keep playing. But what happens once that's done, let's say you don't like it. You can press this top right arrow, okay? You're gonna do, or left, excuse me, this top left arrow. And then from there, you can click on the clip that you just made. You could delete it. You could trim it to shorten it. So whatever you want to do. Because of that trimming, it's good to go a little longer because it's always easy to trim, but you don't want to get cut off. So I use that trim a lot. So there you go. You press done. You could then add another clip, let's say. So then we do another clip. Sometimes you'll see people like change their shirt or whatever. All they did was add another clip. Once you've added one clip and you're adding a second clip, what happens is you get this little align button. What that lets me do is I can figure out exactly where I was standing in my last clip. So if I wanted to be one of those people that like put on a lab coat or something, or you change into your scrubs, so in the middle, you could align yourself perfectly where you were and then do the next one. So that's that lab one. It's making me a little, the alignment button is really useful. It's making me a little dizzy. I'm turning it off. All right, once you are ready to go and you are happy with all your clips, you get to the preview screen. From here, you can add stories, little GIFs and things like that, but mostly you're gonna add text. So let's say hi, and you can change the fonts the way you always would, and bye. Okay, now I've got hi and bye. So I've got 2 things. You can move them where you want. There we go. And if you click on the actual word at the bottom, you can drag when you want it to appear on screen. So that's how you get the words to appear at different times. And that is it. When you are done, you'll press done. You share too. You write a caption. I am a writer, so I highly recommend sharing captions. All that's going to show is the very top. So you want something that's going to be really compelling or interesting at the very top. And if you want to encourage people, I do this a lot. I'll say, read the caption for more ideas, more tips, more information, or whatever. I'll put that at the end of my reel to encourage people to read the caption, because really, mostly they're just watching them. But you and I, we have information to share, so you do want to encourage them to read the caption. And from there, you can save it as a draft or press share in that blue button at the bottom. One last thing, if you care a lot about your aesthetic, so what this button does is this will have it only share into your reels, but I always recommend you share it to your feed. It's going to get more views, but a lot of people care that it matches the rest of their tiles. This matters less and less in Instagram today in 2021, but if it matters to you, what you could do, and I actually do this a lot, is you could click on the reel where it says cover, and you could add something from your camera roll that matches your feed. And that is it. That is Reels in a nutshell. Please reach out if there's something I missed that you still want to know.